Hi guys, welcome back to Pierre Haché Music. This is the first in a 4-part series of videos introducing ukulele finger picking. Today I'm going to show you the basics of the fingers in the right hand, how to use good technique, some introductory exercises, and 4 essential patterns that are pretty on the easy side. And the next 3 videos in the series will be a little more complex, introducing some more interesting patterns. If you want to learn how to finger pick with me in this gradual progressive video series, subscribe, tune up, and get ready to play along. So I did a live stream yesterday introducing some of these ideas already. If you already saw that, bear with me, I'll go through this real quick. In finger picking, we identify the fingers of the picking hand, for me it's my right hand, as P for the thumb, I, M, and A. A for the ring finger. This stems from the Latin or the Spanish, works in French as well. In English, you'd say T, right, for thumb, but we're going to use P-I-M-A. This comes from classical guitar, and many ukulele tutorials use this system as well. Okay, so the diagrams here should help. Let's dive right into some basic exercises and kind of technique for finger picking on the ukulele. The most important thing is to be very relaxed. If your right hand, your picking hand is rigid, you will hear it and it will slow you down. So relax your hand, let it be soft. The thumb will often take care of plucking the 4th and 3rd strings with a gentle downward pluck. So you could practice just, for example, plucking downwards on the 4th string, just like that, slow and steady, and experiment getting a nice sound. You could pluck more over here to get a kind of tinny, more thin nasal sound if I'm plucking closer to the bridge here, or if I pluck over here around the sound hole, you have a more round sound. Also, the more of your nail that crosses the string, the more attack you have. My nails are a little long and I use them for finger picking. You don't need nails, but it can add a nice aspect to the sound, a little more attack, if you will. And then you can practice the thumb on the 3rd string as well. Also downwards with a nice gentle stroke. And then the index will pluck, let's use the 2nd string. It could pluck other strings, but often it will be on the 2nd. And the index is just gonna bend in, gently folding into the hand, really relax towards the palm. And so that's gonna have it cross the string at a diagonal. Nice and easy, index on the 2nd string, plucking simply like that. So the index is a little more upwards, whereas the thumb is downwards. And then middle finger, same idea on the 1st string. Nice, easy, gentle plucks with your middle finger. It pulls into your palm, nice and relaxed. Then we could practice, I'm going to show you 2 basic patterns to get started. The P, your thumb finger, alternating between the 3rd and 4th string, like this. You want to practice this slow and steady. You can play along with me here, or practice it on your own after. Even volume and even rhythm. You could try it slower or faster, but this kind of movement will come up a lot in finger picking patterns, okay? Alternating between the 3rd and 4th string. And the second little introductory exercise is to pluck the index on 2nd and then middle on 1st, alternating as well. That would be something like this. Trying to get a nice sound, slow and steady. Ding dong. Take your time. There's no rush with this stuff. It's about developing the good habits to be relaxed and steady as you play these exercises. Next, I'm going to show you 4 patterns that get progressively more complicated, but they're pretty beginner friendly. Okay, these are really good ones to start, but you can already apply these to songs or to simple chord progressions, and they will sound great. Today, we're going to try them going from a C to a G chord. And you know what, we'll just stick to that. In the other videos, I'll try some other chord transitions, for example, E minor to D or F to B flat. So you could try them with different chord combinations, but for the sake of demonstration and to kind of get through it quicker, we're just going to do C and G today, okay? The first pattern goes like this. We're going to start on a C chord. I'm going thumb on third, then index on second string, and then middle finger on first with a pause at the end. It's going to sound like this. P-I-M. P-I-M. So that M is like a quarter note, if you will. It's a longer note. You can think short, short, long. Short, short, long. I hope that makes sense. There's a longer note on the M. This will give us a little more time to switch chords and is a great place to start. Let's do it once on the C and then once on the G. Play along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To G. One more time. C. To G. Okay, that's a beautiful pattern to start with. That pause gives you a little time to switch chords. Try it with other chords if you'd like, but let's move on to pattern number 2. So the second pattern I'm going to show you today is very similar. It starts the same way, P-I-M, but then we're adding an I in that space on the second string. So we're coming back to the I here. There's no pause in this one. We're filling up that pause that we had, or that longer note. So on a C chord, it would sound like this. P-I-M-I. P-I-M-I. Beautiful, simple pattern. You can play tons of songs with this. You may have already heard this one. Great to practice it on different chords. Let's do it. P-I-M-I, P-I-M-I, twice on C, and then twice on G. We'll go back and forth a couple times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. To C, P-I-M-I. Okay, that's the second pattern for today. With all these patterns, there's no rush. You want to go slow, let those notes ring. We have a tendency to kind of want to switch between the strings and fingers quick once we know these patterns. Slow down, let your notes ring, listen to have a steady rhythm, and focus on relaxation. It will really help you in the long run. Pattern number 3 is actually a 3-note pattern or a 6-note pattern, and it would be P-I-M. P-I-M. Very similar to the first, except no pause. All the notes are even. So this brings us into a feel of 3. So let's do it. P-I-M, P-I-M. Twice on the C, twice on the G. It would sound like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No pause, nice and fluid. Okay, a little more tricky because we don't have that extra time to switch at the end, but it sounds beautiful, and you can try it on different chords, different chord progressions, and find the ones that work for you. Gradually introduce harder chords, progress through it that way. The last finger picking pattern I'm going to show you today is simply going through all the fingers. P, I, M, and then A. So it's going to be a 4-note grouping. We'll do it twice, so 8 notes in all. Starting on a C would sound like this. Now the thumb is going to play the 4th string first, and we're moving through each finger, each string once, like this. Getting used to using that ring finger. We haven't used it yet. So P, I, M, A, P, I, middle, ring. Okay, let's do it like that. Twice on the C, twice on the G, back and forth. Play along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. P, I, M, A. focusing on keeping it slow and steady, getting a nice, relaxed sound. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Click the thumbs up if you got value out of this. And again, subscribe and turn on those notifications to be notified when my upcoming videos come out. 3 more videos in this series, getting progressively more complicated. Play along with me, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.